Good morning, students. Today we will see about how to write a problem statement. What is called problems? The problem when arise. What is the difference between the general problem and the research problem? Where we will get the problem? What is the sources of the problem? And especially in the basic research, how you can select the problems. We'll see clearly in this class. So, problem statement. What is called problem? Problem is a conscious description of an issue. What is called issue? Issue is the item to be consideration is called the issues. The research problem is called the question which is the researcher asking or what researcher wanted to answer the question or to solve the problem. He wants to solve the problem. That is called only research problem. He writing in the form of a statement. So how he want to solve the problem? In scientific way he want to solve the problem. Understand? So this is a continuous description of an issue we are writing. That's called the problem statement. What is the sources of problem? Where we get the source? So sources may be the personal experience or the practical experience or the critical approach or the patient complaints or any issue where she faced in her own body something she is facing, or in her own family somebody suffering from cancer, they want to do study in cancer, or anemia someone suffered. So this one or this one, in the problem what and all, you have to ask a question. How the problem is, whom I am going to tell, what I am going to study, where I am going to do it, what is the problem, why I am doing the study. So these many things you have to remember why you are making the problem statement. Understand? First, you find out the sources of the problem. After these sources, you will identify how you will make the sources of the problem to identify the listing of many problems. How? Only the review of literature. So, the review of literature. The review of literature will be each step. Until you disseminate the study, you need to continue the review of literature. So identify, list the many problems, and then again you do review of literature, formulate the statement and write the objectives and define the operational definitions. Okay. So let us see who is going to tell you to set the research problem. Either your teacher or guide or the curriculum or your curriculum force you to do some research. Either the GNM program, BSc program, whatever the program may be, that's called the basic research. Basic research, you are going to learn the steps of the research. Most probably where they will give this research. Teachers will be make a groups and they will tell you, you go to school and you do in community, you do in a hospital. So your responsibility, you have to find a problem. Identify the problem. So you can go for the review of literature. What are all the problems of the school children? Of course, the school children have dental problem, psychological problem, mental problem, mobile addiction problem, new problem. Not only that 5 respiratory problem or diarrheal disease problem, communicable disease problem. There are many mobile addiction syndrome and many psychological problem also students are facing. You identify where is your interest and list down the problem. How do you list down? Are you going to take a health related problem, either the worm infestation or anemia or the disease or the diarrheal disease problem, or the whatever it may be, health related problem, or the attitude related problem, the many complaints related to TV watching or mobile problem, game, many games are there. Okay, so that is all these things you have to find out which one you are going to. Then habit related problem, some children are eating habits or junk food eating habits. In that you have to raise the question, this problem if I am selecting is whom I am going to do, what I am going to do, how I am going to do. Is it accessibility? Is it a distance? How much? Is it a feasibility? Within my course, within 6 months or some short term period, whether I can get the collected the data, who will cooperate with me? Under that, everything is okay, everything is favorable, you could able to answer these questions, then you can develop one problem. Think whether is there any intervention you are going to do. If not intervention, you think anemia. Okay, first you want to learn how many children are affected. If some of the curriculum, WBNC curriculum is telling only you have to do descriptive study. The school children, okay, you can formulate the problem. What is problem statement? It is a conscious description of an issue. Right or not? So it is a question what the researcher want to answer it. So how prevalence of anemia? Like you can write a description, a descriptive study to assess the prevalence of anemia among the school children. Correct or not? Then you can write, if you want to do some intervention, you want to do some health education, then you can write a quasi-experimental study to assess the effectiveness of STP. No, madam, only one school I am going to do. Then you can make it as a pre-experimental study to assess the effectiveness of STP, structured teaching program, upon the what is that mobile addicted syndrome or whatever their attitude, you want to change it among the school children. So the problem has been selected. Oh, this I am talking about the school. What about the community? Same way, in community, what all the people are living. Then you search a review of literature. These kind of a people, how many diseases are coming? What is the most of the researchers they have focused on this adolescent or old age period? Then you can write. Understand? And all the hospital, if you are seeing, do the review of literature. What is the problem? You are interested about it, or your family, somebody is suffering from chronic kidney diseases, you want to do, or road traffic accident, why high, why the cancer is coming, why the patients are suffering from any other illness. Then you can think it. Then you think, what is the assess? Maybe you can tell what is the assessed holistic well-being of a CKD. Maybe a descriptive study. You can write it, a descriptive study to assess the holistic well-being of the CKD patients undergoing hemodialysis at a selected hospital. Are you understanding? With this, your problem statement is not finishing. Are you understanding? You have to write the definitions. Okay, operational definition. This is operational definition, which is called, it is not the definition of the dictionary. Most of the time you started writing well-being, you will write the definition of your book or Oxford dictionary. Cannot be. First you underline what are all this one. You have underlined what is the keywords. You have to underline where you have to explain this operational definition. Holistic well-being, CKD patients. Are you understanding? And what is that? Hemodialysis. What is hemodialysis? You have to explain. What is holistic well-being? In this study, holistic well-being means the chronic kidney disease patients who are undergoing the hemodialysis will be free from anxiety, depression or emotional problem is due to the hemodialysis during the time of hemodialysis as well as in her personal life. That is called holistic well-being, right or not? Then you can define what is CKD patient. In my study, CKD patient means the patients who is coming at least they were undergoing not only peritoneal dialysis, only hemodialysis more than 1 year. Like that you have to define. Are you understanding? If you see this study already assess the prevalence about this one, effectiveness, what is STP, what is mobile addicted syndrome. Are you understanding? So what is STP? This structured teaching program. This is structured teaching program. In my study, structured teaching program means it is a systematically planned lecture cum discussion method of what is the causes of mobile by flashcard and this one with the video. Like that you have to explain what are you going to do. It is not structured teaching program you put in a Google and write the same definition. It is wrong. Are you understanding? So this is how you have to write the anemia. In my study, for example, anemia is also one of the thing, right? Prevalence of anemia. In my study, anemia means mild, moderate, severe anemia is there. But in your study, you are not going to take severe anemia. If there, you have to refer it. So in my study, I am going to take the anemia who is undergoing adolescent children anemia with the range of how many? 9 gram to less than 11.9 gram. Then the less than that, what you have to do? You cannot do in your study, you have to do the referral service. Right or not? You have to think, because ethically it is wrong. If a 6 gram anemia you are taking, you have to immediately refer them to the hospital for the further treatment. Are you understanding? So hope you have understand how to write the problem statement, especially in a basic research. What are all we are doing is called the basic research. Then if you understand the basic steps of research, in future you can very well do the PhD level researchers or MSc level research in a very detailed manner. Are you understanding? Thank you.